Hey everybody, it's Marla Martenson and you are watching another episode of Cosmic Conversations. Welcome! I've got Jimmy Mack again with me. Hey Jimmy!
Hey, how are you?
I'm fantastic! It's so good to see you at the end of August on the precipice of fall coming up next month.
That's
And
right.
I know it's
I would
great.
I wouldn't recognize you without some fall stuff, some fall hats, or some fall pumpkin spice latte in your hand,
I
right?
know we've got to do. I'll probably be putting some on us and some,
There you go. I love it. I love it.
with the animations and stuff. So let's talk about. We're gonna talk about some really fun stuff. So let's chat a little bit about that Mercury retrograde and
Yeah,
fall
that's
coming up. What is? It seems like this
yeah,
happens all
that's
the time.
coming
And what
up.
is it?
You know, we just had a full moon, and that's been just cray too. And a lot of people, my mentor and friend used to say, "Oh, Jimmy, you're too impressive and too big, and got too much going on for that." And that may be true, but it's still an interplanetary thing. And this goes all the way back to the farmers' almanacs. And there's major feed time for game for hunting. There's major fishing times with the tides, and so the moon definitely affects us interplanetary. The ER people, the mental health people would all tell you there's far more admissions in the hospital, far more admissions in the mental ward in and around the full moon. Mercury retrograde is simply the planet Mercury, which is based on communication, and it looks as if it's running in reverse. It happens about 3 to 4 times a year.
Yeah.
And I'm no astrologer, but I know enough to be dangerous about it, and I would say that astrologically, it's not a good time to start things. You can finish things. So if you had things that ended up finalizing in the middle of retrograde, it's usually 4 to 6 weeks, then that's fine. But you don't want to start construction and dig the construction hole in the foundation of your new house in the middle of a retrograde. It's just going to be a mess. It'll be a snarled up communication mess. And so that's the basic deal on it. So people will have half text, half meetings, or they'll go, "Oh, I'll meet you at noon at the Mexican restaurant," and they show up at the Italian restaurant at 1. It's like, "Oh, I thought you said Italian at 1." It's a general mess. So we want to take more time with ourselves, be more patient, and be more grounded, be more in a steady space. I would say more like Tai Chi, Qigong, that sort of thing. Just really smooth movements as opposed to herky-jerky and got to hurry.
Interesting. Now, how long do these Mercury retrogrades last? Is this like a week-long
It's
thing?
about 4 weeks. No, it's
4 weeks?
Sometimes 3 to 4 weeks. Yeah, one coming up will be probably most of September, I think it is. So.
Okay, good thing we had our hardwood floors put in 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Then.
Yes, or if you finalized it during that would be fine. But again, it's just something to be aware of. It's not anything I obsess over. I'm not going to lock all the doors and lay under the bed for 4 or 6 weeks. Who has time for that? But if things get horribly snarled up, rest assured that's probably a huge factor. So
that is so interesting.
That fall coming up. I did a show last night with a man who is an astrologer, and he said coming into Virgo in this time of year, it's also a great time to really dismiss or let go of a lot of parts of our lives. So if you have that car with 200,000 miles on it and you're toying on getting a new one, boys, this September is the time. So again, it's something that you had started prior to a retrograde. You can finalize during it.
I did a lot of purging because we did the hardwood floors in my office and the bedroom, and so I had to take everything out. So I got rid of 4 bags of stuff because I thought, let's just purge. And it was so hot here in about 100 degrees every day in the San Fernando Valley. So I thought it's kind of like a burning off of some stuff and cleansing.
I love that. And I'll have girls from time to time I clean up here in different rooms, and I go, just don't show it to me.
Oh.
I'll be like, "Oh, that photograph from 1975 when we were in," it's like, shut up, throw it away.
Right. Well, we get attached to things, to objects. That's another thing. Yeah.
We do.
I think that would be a great thing to clear for people.
Watching, grab your pendulum. Let's
because
do that.
we do this, you guys. If you haven't seen any of our videos, I'll put a link to our first video so you can see the whole thing, what he does. But he'll. So just explain briefly what you do.
Energetically, we're just there's 3 precipices for all this. Number 1 is everything is energy. So underneath the dove's wings, the wind. There's energy in our voices right now. There'll be energy in that pendulum. Second is you want to come to a place where you can measure it. And some people will do heavy or light, or yes or no with the pendulum, or muscle testing, or any number of things. Standing I like for applied kinesiology or muscle testing. That's a pendulum, so that's going to give you a yes or no. And then the power is in changing it. So energetically, we want to change it on a million different levels so it doesn't continually haunt us and make life that much harder. So, yeah, let's go ahead and...
Good. So we'll do...
Safe and comfortable to let go of the past.
To let go of the past and let go of things we might be holding on, whether it's clutter or any bad relationship or whatever.
Yeah, see if you get yes, no, or in between. We'll see what happens.
I'm getting a no.
All right, and we'll just change them all to yes real quick for you. And this is for anybody that ever hears the sound of my voice or watches this video.
It switched to a yes.
There you go.
Isn't that interesting, you guys, how Jimmy can do his thing, and he's in Florida, I'm in Los Angeles, and he changes that pendulum from no to yes and changes things energetically.
Yeah,
so
it'll help out a lot. And that's for everybody. It doesn't mean you're going to get rid of grandma, but, you know, it does.
And let's do one for starting new projects, because we've got only a few months left to the year, and I know people have their goals, and maybe there's some things that they put off or thought, oh, you know, crap, I can't do it. I want to start a new. I just put my book out. The Buddha made me do it in May, and I've already got an idea for another one, but I'm stalling. So.
I love it. Yeah. Well, let's do safe and comfortable to follow through, and also to follow.
I got a big no here, Jimmy.
Here. Yeah, we're going to do to follow through, make it safe and comfortable for everyone to follow through for the end of the year as well. Show her a yes when you're done. Thank you.
Yes.
Awesome. And that'll give us the highest potentiality for that. So.
Wonderful. Now, I wanted to ask you as well, so when people, because I've sent a lot of people to you, and a lot of people love your work, and they go to other healers, and people who are like us, we like to do a lot of things to change things for ourselves, maybe work on ourselves. What do you suggest we do after we go to someone like you to keep things flowing on our own? Because we can't be just every week, you know, getting attunements and going to healers. So a lot of us can't. Most of us can't do that every week. So what should we be doing in between our sessions with you or other
So I put out for free an audio MP3 and ebook download, and also some videos and audios, as you know. And those would help you, and that'd go a long way to do that. It's myliquidfish.com or website. They can reach out, email me. I'll send them all that for free. But ultimately, you know, once we're on the path, kind of going down the yellow brick road, you know, you definitely want to be doing Tai Chi, Qigong, whatever, yoga, whatever works for you. And, you know, you almost want to have your own personal practice, and whatever that may be. I've gotten a lot of mileage lately out of just being in silence and going on some Zen path walks through my neighborhood and down by the water. If I can go a half a day without talking to anybody or them not talking to me, it's amazing the voice input you'll pick up. You know, the vibrations, the feelings, almost the voices in the room will get louder. And that's what we all want. I mean, everybody that's in our woo-woo world, we want spirit to speak to us in a more profound, magical way. God in all forms, I would say. Holy Spirit.
Right. I'm looking forward, when I go to Mexico next month in October for a week, I'm looking forward to I'm not going to bring my computer. I want to put away my phone. I know I'll be taking pictures, but I just want to disconnect, because we have that noise constantly, checking, reading, you know, so we need to.
And if you can unplug from that, that goes a long way to help people out. It really does.
I've been feeling a lot of energy in my body lately, even my feet, my leg, my round swirls of energy.
Yeah, and again, that's a good thing, but we just got through a full moon. We're coming up on retrograde, right? So that's a lot to do too. It's kind of feeling like some shifting sand. So.
And what about flying and traveling during retrograde?
You know, it's just kind of plan on delays, and you certainly want to book it ahead of time. If it's a retrograde, I wouldn't be looking to book things during retrograde, perhaps. I even put out an audio MP3 based on travel alone.
Oh.
That's about a half hour. I'll send that to you. So.
And you have a great audio about weight loss.
Yes.
And so people, you guys, I know in January people will make these resolutions to lose weight, and then February
Right.
they're maybe still on it, and March you kind of give up and start ordering that dessert again or whatever. So it's not too late. We're almost at we've got 3 months left. Let's get back on track. So you have a great audio for it.
Yeah, love it. Yeah, and
you just listen to it. You said you lost weight just making it.
Yeah, it's writing the thing. I lost 11 pounds, so anything's possible. You know?
So that was just writing it because of the energy around it, right?
Correct. Yeah, and so that was pretty amazing. And yeah, I mean, you want to be producing products, providing that service, doing whatever. It's really in the motion and in the doing that goes a long way to preserve the after session that you mentioned early on. That's what we really want to do. I mean, you want to make progress every day. Remember the old Verizon commercial, make progress every day. And so I love that. And that's a great campaign for your life. Just make a little progress every day.
I love it.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. Thanks, Jimmy. Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for having me.
Bye, everybody. We'll see you again.